Okay, I am going out. I just took some sweet potato vines and stuff out to my goat, and I gave some to my chickens. So I'm going to go out and check and see how she's doing. She hates the rain. She just hates it. Um, but maybe she's enjoying that. I'd like you to go along with me because there's something I want to talk to you about. It's been raining and she got all wet. Yeah, she wants to go out in the back pasture with me, but I'm afraid she'll chase the neighbor's horses, so she's going to have to grow up a little bit more before she can go out there with me. That in the background is my hollyhock, and it hasn't bloomed yet. I just planted it. Then the foreground is what's left of my sunflowers. They've all died back. But they say hollyhocks don't bloom the first year, but that one's trying. It's got little blooms trying to come out on it. And when I was in Kentucky, I had hollyhocks, and it seems like they bloomed, I think, the first year. So I don't know. But yeah, maybe. Okay, first we're going to let my chickens out. I gave them some of those sweet potato leaves and stuff they've been digging through. They had quite a bit, so they've eaten some. But I figured I'd give them something to do while they were in there. I don't usually let them out till the afternoon. They have to lay their eggs and all of that good stuff first before I let them out. But anyway, there's a few things I want to talk to you about, and we're gonna go out in the back pasture, and I'm gonna check on my goat out there. So here we go. I'm gonna have to unlock the fence first so I can get through. The horses push the gate open and come in the yard if I don't keep it locked. So let me unlock it. Okay, now we're on the other side. And here we go. This is apple trees and apricot trees. It's not mine, but thankfully the landlord lets me use it, piece of it for my goat and stuff. But it's not my pastures, but it's nice. I get to walk through them and stuff like that, and I can have the fruit from it, and yeah, it's kind of nice. But they have their horses in here, and sometimes their goats, or I've even seen a couple cattle in here. But they bring their different things out here, and they do their olives out here, and yeah, it's a pretty busy little place sometimes. So the horse isn't that peaceful looking, watching a horse graze. What I wanted to talk to you about was, well, again, I seen more ads, and this time they were ads on YouTube, and I know it's not YouTube that makes the ads. I'm not saying that, it's just where I seen them, but they were total opposites, so twisted from reality. I mean, unreality is being pushed really, really hard, people. It's really being pushed hard. Oh, look at that thing up there. That cell phone tower was not there when we moved in. I do not like living by it. But anyway, I digress. So, I just feel for the people of the world. How many of you know you're even being lied to so bad? It never used to be this bad. But it's always been bad because that's all propaganda. It's part of the world system and everything. But man, it's really bad now. Just so many things I've seen lately, and it can really get a person down. It can if you just get so focused on that. We can't be totally focused, but still, we need to be aware of what's going on in our world. We just don't want to be so focused on it that it pulls us down. Really, our hope is in Jesus Christ. That's the only place I can find real sense. Anything that makes sense is through the Lord. The world in front of us has just gone absolutely, the deceit and the lying is so bad. I've never seen anything like it. And I've been around a while. And it can, like I said, it can really pull you down. But there's so many beautiful things in the world that we can concentrate on if we just look and open up your eyes beyond the lies. A lot of people don't understand they're even being lied to. They're just living in their own little world with their head stuck in the sand and they don't even know it. But and we do have to be aware so we know how to take care of ourselves. We have to know what's going on so we don't get caught up in all the deceit and lies. But concentrate on the beautiful things that God has given us. Actually, concentrate on the Word of God first. And then you can really appreciate the beautiful things that He's given us, like this horse peacefully munching away. It's just, wouldn't it be nice if we didn't have a care in the world like that? Someday, maybe. But they do have their cares too. They have things they worry about. Their tummies hurt when they get hungry. Um, but I still want to focus on things that are pretty. Like, look at this tree. Look at the colors. On the West Coast, we don't have as many, maybe, and profuse as out in some areas on the East Coast. When I used to live out in the East Side, I was flying in one time and to Charleston, West Virginia, and it was a small plane before we got on the big plane at the airport. And he took us, it was kind of like, woo, because he kind of went sideways with the plane and kind of flew sideways. And you kind of hold on to your seat, but it was because he was giving us and kind of circling around some of the hills there and giving us it was really cool that he did that. Gave us a view of the mountains. They were in color. They were just flaming in color with orange and yellows and golds, and it was one of the most beautiful sights I've ever seen. I just happened to be going into Charleston that time of year when it was at its peak, and it was absolutely beautiful. There's so many things that God has given us that we can look at. We can get peace from watching the horses. We can see beauty like the color of the leaves when all the reds and blues and different colors of the flowers are pretty much gone. Then we have the beautiful fall foliage. Here comes another horse that he hasn't learned to give you your personal space yet. He's very, very friendly, but man, he gets almost on top of you. My daughter used to train horses. She taught him to give you your personal space. Um, this one hasn't quite learned that yet. Um, I think I need to name him Friendly. I don't remember what they said his name is, but he is really, really friendly, which is nice. Um, but I've been trying to get him to not get in my space so much. But he still wants his pats and his pets and maybe a treat if you have it. I try not to treat him too much because he just gets practically on top of you. I mean, he doesn't give you your personal space. I don't like that. He's a big animal. But he's nice. He's a nice horse. Well, let's go check on Elsa and see how she's doing, if she ate her sweet potato leaves. And she's hating on this rain. We haven't had rain in so long. But she does not like water, as I've said before. But I'm going to go check on her and see what she's doing. I knew she'd be in the cage because she won't come out where it's wet. The sun is actually peeked out for a little bit right now. Oh, she's laying there. She will not lay on the wet dirt, which is smart. She likes her little platform because it gets her up off the ground. But let's see what she did here. She ate some of these sweet potatoes, so leaves, but she has a sweet potato in there too. She didn't eat that. I'm surprised. She likes. I didn't cut it up. I guess I should have cut it up for her. She's spoiled. She's laying there on her little platform. I need to get the wood chips out here. I was doing some raking up of the manure and I didn't get the wood chips in here, but I've got to put a lip around that platform because the wood chips just get knocked right off. But if I would put some wood around the outside of the platform, it might hold the wood chips in better, and that would be more comfortable and warmer for her. But she's doing fine. Yeah, she's doing fine. She's enjoying the sunshine, aren't you, Elsa girl? Yeah. Okay, I need to get her some water, so I'm going to turn the phone off and get her water bucket in order. Okay, now I'm back. Water's all taken care of, and we will head back. You know, I was watching a little documentary piece on the Amish, and you know the monster that's running around. I have to be careful about what I'm saying that is making people sick. Well, the Amish, you really ought to look into and see how they handle it. They are doing very well. They didn't want to go to the hospital even when they were really sick because they want their family around them when they're sick. That's part of their culture. That's the way they handle things. And a sick person wants their family. It makes them feel more at ease. So they won't go to the hospital because the hospitals don't let the family in. But they have the little group that he was talking about. He was Mennonite and Amish, it said. Maybe he had family on both, I don't know. But they handled it really well. They all have herd immunity. Most of them have had it, and they got through it fine. And now they're all immune and have a good immune. They're strong. They're not going to give it to anybody else now because they've already had it. Whereas the other way that they're pushing, people can still get it and give it. So I don't know what's the whole point of it in the first place. I've asked a couple people that, and they said it's so they don't get so bad, but yeah, they do, apparently, from the things I've seen and heard of. You have to dig to find the truth, but anyway, I just thought it was kind of interesting how the Amish handled it. Give your worries to the Lord. Let them go. Don't worry too much. Deal with the things that you have to deal with in front of you, but find time for peaceful things, for peaceful music, and search out the word of the Lord. Psalm 71. In thee, O Lord, do I put my trust. Let me never be put to confusion. Deliver me in thy righteousness, and cause me to escape. Incline thine ear unto me, and save me. Be thou my strong habitation, whereunto I may continually resort. Thou hast given commandment to save me, for thou art my rock and my fortress. Deliver me, O my God, out of the hand of the wicked, out of the hand of the unrighteous, and the cruel man. For thou art my hope, O Lord God, thou art my trust from my youth.